Hello and welcome to Battle Yawn Podcast. My name is Jon.
And I'm Jadon.
Yeah, we're here still.
Yeah, it's been a weird week, but you know what? We're back.
We're
again.
back. It's the best day of the week. It's Battle Yawn Day.
It's true.
Woo!
Because most of the week sucks because it's dead week.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of our non-university professor people friends know, but dead week is the week before finals. And it's actually super stressful because some of the classes plan their finals early, so you gotta take your finals early. You're not really prepared for them. So I've been having to deal with that, which is a lot of fun. But you know, it's good because now I don't have to worry about one of my classes.
So you've done how many finals already?
Just one,
Just
but
one final.
I had to rush through it kind of,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure what score I got, so I'll pass the class no matter what. But I was really hoping for a better score, I guess. I don't know.
You don't feel like you did too well, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of unexpected, so I basically did the final project the night before it was due.
Yeah.
So, not sure about the quality, but it's done. So,
Done's always better than not being done.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Can't agree.
So while I was working at my new job, the trainer, every single time I'd pass someone while following this trainer around, the people would just tell me, "Hey, don't listen to him. Let's give him a name. Let's call him Tychus, because that's a cool name."
Tychus.
Yeah.
Like typhus, but, not a deadly disease.
But not a deadly disease. Tychus. Not the deadly disease. So
Okay.
I was following Tychus around,
All right.
learning from him as much as I can.
Even though you're not supposed to listen to him. Gotcha.
And everyone I'd passed would just go, "Hey, forget everything that Tychus is telling you. Tychus is so wrong all the time. All the time Tychus is wrong. About everything. Absolutely everything." So I'm trying to, figure this out, and Tychus seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's showing me stuff. He's a bit, slow at doing stuff and very meticulous, but I could say he's eccentric, I guess would be a good description.
Yeah.
But, eccentric, but harmless. A harmless guy, but very eccentric.
Okay.
So, I'm following Tychus around.
Yeah.
People are telling me not to listen to him. I'm listening to him.
Oh, John, that's your first mistake.
I was listening to him. Anyways, he teaches me my stuff. First day, I'm still kind of slow. Second day, my buddy, Tyler, our buddy, Tyler,
Yeah.
comes up to me, and he goes, "Hey, Tychus is really slow, and he's teaching you how to be slow. So I'm going to show you really quick how I do this, and then you're going to copy me, and you'll be basically the second best buzzer here." And I was
Nice.
all right, I'll learn from you. So he showed me really quick, and he goes, "Just do that at every table, and you'll be golden." So I started doing that, and then all of a sudden the managers started paying attention to me. They're like, "Oh, he's really fast." And stuff like that.
Where'd I go?
Wow, this is good.
Where'd I go, kid?
So I did it the way that Tychus told me not to.
Okay.
I just go really fast, just pull everything told me, wipe the table, wipe the seats, and then you're out. So the goal is to, clean everything in under a minute
Yeah.
for every table. And I'm able to do that now that I'm not listening to Tychus. So
I told you that was your first mistake.
yeah, that was my mistake, was listening to Tychus. So after the second day I closed with Tychus, he comes up to me and is like, "All right, our training's done. You're going to come in on Sunday, and you're going to certify. And so between now and Sunday, you won't be coming to work at all." I was like, "Okay, that's fine with me." So he goes, "All right, I'll see you on Sunday. I'll text you what time to be here," and he just never texted me what time.
Jolly good.
Jolly good. So, this was on Wednesday, they tells me that.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday rolls around, nothing. Friday rolls around, nothing. So today, Saturday, I wake up at 10, and I just had a horrible nightmare that I had to go to work. That feeling where you have those nightmares about tests.
That you need to do.
Yeah. It was that. So I woke up like that, and I just, I woke up in my bed and just nope, do not want to do that. Do not want to go. My bed is nice and warm. So I went back to sleep, and then I get a phone call, and it's my manager, Will.
What? Whoa.
And my manager, Will, says on the phone, "Hey, do you know that you're supposed to be working today? 'Cause you're supposed to be working today." And I just jumped out of my bed. I'm like, did not know that. Tychus told me my next day was Sunday. And he goes, "Yeah, well, actually, you're on the schedule, and you're supposed to work Thursday, too."
Bum, bum, bum.
So not only did I, that I wasn't there on time, but I didn't show up the last time. And because I didn't know. I didn't know that, I was supposed to show up on Thursday and Saturday because my trainer didn't tell me those things.
Again, your first mistake was listening to the guy who's supposed to be training you.
Yep.
Which, actually, I take issue with this, because this doesn't make any sense.
Oh, Tychus
Why would they stick you with a guy who doesn't know what he's doing to train you?
Tychus is the worst. So, to train me, he'd be like, "Alright, I'm gonna show you how to mop." And then he showed me how to mop. I'm like, I know how to mop. I know how to mop.
It is not a complicated mechanism.
And seriously, everyone is just like, we know. This is how he does stuff. He basically, he has a very specific way to do everything. That's why he's eccentric. Because he has to do everything a specific way, and you have to do it that exact specific way.
So is he
to make him happy.
Is he like minor OCD or something?
No, he's just silly.
Okay.
He's just like, "Alright, you gotta sweep like this, in this pattern, using your wrists."
In this pattern?
Yeah, in specific patterns.
Okay.
And I was just like, okay. And I finished my little section before he finished his section, and he goes, "You didn't sweep in the pattern that I told you to." Well, it's because your pattern was dumb and slow.
It was dumb, and it sucks.
I didn't tell that to him.
Yeah.
No one ever tells that to him, because he's big.
Well...
He is huge.
I guess that makes... Oh, I actually think I know that guy then.
Yep, you know him.
Yeah, because I've been into that Red Robin before.
Yeah, you know him.
I do know him.
You do know him.
He fits your description perfectly.
He's huge. So I'm not a small guy. I'm 6'2".
Well, you're not exactly largely built.
I'm not largely built, and neither is he.
I'm bigger than you.
Yeah, neither is he. He's not largely built. I'm 6'2", about 170.
Yeah.
An average guy.
Well, slightly taller than average, but we'll...
Average-ish.
Yeah.
So, this guy is like, what, 6'7"?
Yeah,
something like that. He's massive. And he probably weighs, like, upwards of 200.
Oh, easily more than 200. Like, I weigh more than 200. I'd say about 270 or plus.
Yeah, huge guy. Big guy. Lumbering guy. Anyways, Tychus, he's silly. And I was listening to him.
Oh, John.
And so I had stuff to do with you today. So I had to tell my boss, like, "Alright, I can show up for that shift, but until 6. And he goes, "That's fine. That's fine. That gives me 3 hours to, bring someone else to cover you." And he's like, "This is all Tychus's fault. Don't feel bad about it."
Oh.
So,
that's good.
Yeah. Everyone's just like, "Yeah, never ever listen to Tychus about anything."
If he's that bad, I mean, I kind of hate to say this, but like, why haven't they let him go?
I don't know. He's been there for like, 5 years now, I think, is how long I've seen him there.
And, like...
He's a crew trainer. A really, really, really bad crew trainer.
Again, I take issue with this because why would you have a person who you're not supposed to listen to train new employees?
I don't know. People are just really nice to him. I think it's because if they let him go, he's a part of something. He might even have a mental handicap. I'm not sure.
Okay, I guess that makes more sense.
He's a part of like some group. It's like
Illuminati, clearly.
It's not the Illuminati. It's like some
John,
some education group of Idaho.
No. Illuminati.
It's Illuminati.
Case closed.
He's a part of the Illuminati.
Didn't you see that when he sticks his arm out in that funny position, it forms a triangle? Coincidence? I think not.
It was really bad. So I show up today, and I busted my butt, and just, I worked how Tyler said that, hey, this is how you should actually do stuff. Yeah. And I did that. And then the other busser who I was working with, he's been there for a while, and everyone calls him the fastest busser.
Mm-hmm.
So he comes up to me, he's like, "Man, you're not supposed to get tips yet until you're certified."
Yeah, well, yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, that's true. I'm not supposed to get tips until I'm certified. And he goes, "I'm going to tip you out anyways." I was just like, "What?" He goes, "You are twice as fast as Tychus, and 3 times as fast as Linda. I was just like,
Ouch.
ooh, ooh, tell me more. And he goes, are you a part of the computer science thing too? I was like, mm-hmm. And he's like, I build computers too. I was like, oh man, I found a guy who's pretty cool I work with.
His heart goes doki doki.
So yeah, he tipped me out.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a tip tomorrow. It's gonna be great.
Tips.
And he's like, he said I'm doing stuff right. He goes, it's because you're not listening to Tychus. So
And that was your first good job.
I can't believe I listened to him for so long, and I finally understand why everyone's like, hey, don't listen to Tychus.
Because it's bad.
It's bad. And on top of that, something even more silly happened today.
Yeah?
Yeah. I told you about this anyone, but I'm gonna tell them.
Okay.
So I was cleaning my tables, bussing.
Oh, that's right.
Bussing like I'm supposed to, right? And when you're bussing, you're supposed to do what's called pre-bussing, where you see like a plate on a table, right? And it's totally like they've eaten everything on that plate. And you're supposed to go up to them and say, hey, can I remove that plate from your table? Have a good day. And then you put it in your bussing bin and then you walk away. It's called pre-bussing.
Yeah.
So I'm walking around. I cleaned all the tables. No one's left yet. So, you know, everyone's just sitting there. The only thing I can do is pre-bus. So I walk around looking for stuff to pre-bus. And when you walk around looking for stuff to pre-bus, you don't look anybody in the eye. You look at the tables. You look at every single edge of the tables.
Because you ain't got time to look at nobody.
You don't look at people. You're looking for the empty plates. You're not looking at the people.
And that's just to make your job easier down the line.
Yeah. It's supposed to make stuff quicker. And it does. So I'm looking just at the edge of everyone's table. Everyone's table I walk by, I'm looking for, you know, dirty dishes that are clean. That don't have any food on them that I can take away.
That was a confusing choice of words.
Dirty dishes that are clean. Yeah, I know. I was looking for dirty dishes.
Okay.
And I walk past one table, and I'm going to paint a picture of a guy. Tell me if he sounds familiar. He has a red flat cap.
Okay.
It's backwards on his head.
Alrighty.
His hair is far too long.
Okay, with you so far.
Alright, he's probably 5'6" and maybe weighs 180 pounds.
Okay.
He's wearing a black wife beater that says UFC on it.
Okay.
And a pair of really baggy shorts.
What a combo.
What a combo, right?
What a guy.
What a guy. We instantly know him as the, as, I don't know, how do you want to describe this guy? And if this applies to any of you at home, I'm so sorry, but you should probably not dress like this.
Dress better. It looks stupid. I'm sorry.
You look like a douchebag.
Yes.
If you dress like that. Anyways, he's sitting across from a very pretty lady, blonde hair, slender, and she looked
slender.
She looked proper, so she's sitting properly, just, you know, very, very proper, refined person. And this guy's all hunched over, you know, being a douchebag.
Well, it's a consuming process. You gotta devote your entire energies to this occupation.
To douchebaggery.
Yes.
Yeah. So I walk by, and I'm not looking anyone in the face. I'm just looking at their tables for stuff. And I looked at their table. And I looked at their table.
See, that was your second mistake.
And I was like, all right, there's nothing on that table. So I just drifted off and looked at another table and kept looking. And I'm just walking, staring down at tables. And I hear from behind me, hey, bud, did you just look at my girlfriend's shirt? And I was just like, what? He goes, did you look down her shirt? I was just like, oh, crap. It's going to be like that.
It's going to be one of them days.
He thought that I was just staring down her shirt when I was looking for dishes.
Well, he was probably covering for himself.
So, I did the only thing that I knew I could do in that situation to make him feel very uncomfortable.
Full ham?
I didn't go full ham. I went full Scott Pilgrim. I went full Wallace from Scott Pilgrim.
Nice.
I set my I was still next to them. I set my.
You might want to describe Wallace.
Oh no. It's fine.
Okay.
They can look up Wallace, and if they've seen this, they know.
Oh, okay.
I set the bus tub down.
All right.
And I just like got him kind of hunched down a little bit, grabbed both of her hands between mine and went, "You're too good for him, honey. run! And I just picked up my bus top and walked away while whistling. And I looked back, and the guy's face is like super red.
Nice.
I went full Wallace, and no one's gonna fight a guy like that.
Well, you underestimate some people, but in that situation, he couldn't do anything because he's in a public place.
Yeah, yes, he was a very public place, and unfortunately for him, he underestimated how uncomfortable I can make someone feel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And it worked.
It did.
And I didn't get a complaint. There was no complaints that day. They left.
So, it was all gravy.
It was a good day.
It was gravy.
It was a good day.
It was a gravy day.
I recommend doing that. If anyone's causing you trouble, just make them feel uncomfortable.
He means the uncomfortable thing, not the treat your girlfriend horribly.
No. Yeah, don't. Please treat people with respect at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on a completely unrelated subject, I watched a movie recently.
Yeah.
And I just want to talk about one of the opening... You know how they show, like, opening trailers?
We're gonna have to put a pause here.
Why? Why?
Pause real quick. Does this contain spoilers?
No.
Okay, people at home, you don't have to... You can unplug your ears. There is no spoilers going on.
Well, at least not that I think of. But anyway, so we were watching the opening trailers for, like, you know how they show the, like, previews for new movies that aren't released yet?
Yeah.
So, like, they're in the public domain, so it's not any spoilers. But they showed the trailer for Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah.
And I just want to take a moment to say that as awesome as this sounds, it doesn't make any sense at all to me. In the first place, Superman and Batman are supposed to be like heroes working for the good of humanity.
Yeah.
And I get that people are different, but it does not fit with either of their characters to fight each other at all.
I mean, they're both a part of the Justice League. I mean, I think this might be DC's attempt to get a beginning of the Justice League. Because what I think is going to happen, this is speculation.
Okay.
They're going to fight for the first hour of the movie, and they're going to be like, ugh, we're both equally skilled.
A lot of fanboys will take issue with that, but we'll let them hash it out in the comments or whatever.
Yeah.
Just not here.
So anyways, they're probably going to fight for the first hour of the movie, and then some stuff will happen, and at the very end it's going to be like, let's form a Justice League.
Well, no, what'll probably be happening is they'll fight each other, like you said, for the first hour.
Yeah.
And then a third guy's going to come along who's like a super dangerous thing that
exactly.
neither of them can defeat alone.
Exactly. And
so
then they're going to
have
team
to,
up.
like, band together. Which, I mean...
And start the Justice League.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's the start of the Justice League. And they want DC wants their hand in the money pocket of Marvel. The Avenger pocket.
What they started with the Avengers.
Yeah, they want that Avenger money, is what DC wants.
Yeah. And like...
And is that... Oh, no. There's another stupid trailer that's done by Sony that we saw too.
Which one was that?
Pixel.
I think they know it's stupid because they put a bunch of comedic people inside of it.
As soon as I saw Adam Sandler, I checked out of that one. I'm not going to watch it.
No?
Nope.
Well, I wasn't going to either. I just... You know how you can just tell that some things just aren't your thing by the way it goes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of them.
That movie should not exist.
I don't know. It's just like, it's so bad that you just like smile at it. You're just like, this is like The Room all over again.
Oh, man, it's going to be worse than The Room.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
It's going to be worse than The Room.
You're tearing me apart here, John.
It's going to be so bad, and people are going to watch it because they're riding the wave of Wreck-It Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph did a great thing.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we're going to do a video game movie, but guess what? We're going to make it inclusive to everyone. We're not going to be like, oh yeah, only video game fans are going to understand this.
Yeah, because it had an overarching plot.
And what every other producer I think is happening right now is they're just like, oh, we can make video game movies. Hey, well, we got video games.
We got video games on one hand.
We got
movies on the other.
Uh-huh.
Let's smush them.
Put them together.
Yeah.
And we got video game movies. It's going to be bad.
What happens when you put the two in a blender, you get the money milkshake.
You get the money milkshake of people who are like, hey, I want to be seen as a nerd baller. So, yeah, I'm going to watch that. For those of you who don't know what that sound is, I know what that sound is. That sound is a phone.
Sorry.
It's because Jadon just got a new phone. He's been rocking an old phone for as long as I've known him. And he upgraded.
I wouldn't say an upgrade, okay? And everyone else is going to yell at me for saying this, but I hate it. I don't like smartphones. I don't.
It's a very nice phone.
I don't care.
It's a very, very
I
nice phone.
don't like it.
I like the phone.
It's dumb.
He doesn't like it because it doesn't have a keyboard.
I need those. I have fat thumbs.
I have fat thumbs too.
Shut up, you're skinny.
I have fat fingers, and when I type, I press like 4 buttons at the same time.
Which is why I need a big keyboard. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's talk about this for a minute.
Okay.
So I go to the AT&T store.
Yeah.
And I can tell right away it's going to be a whale of a time.
Mm-hmm.
Because the saleswoman who greets me, it's very obvious that she and I are from different worlds. So I explained the situation to her. I'm like, hey, my phone's dead. And I think I'm due for an upgrade because my contract says every 2 years I'm due for an upgrade. And I've had this phone for 4 years. And it's dead. I need a new one. She's like, oh yeah, no problem. I've got all these smartphones over here. And so I have to like cut her off mid-sentence.
You're like, I don't want a smartphone.
Because I don't want that. I use my phone for like 2 things. Calling people and texting them. If I want to use the internet, I use my laptop. That's what I do.
That's fair enough.
So I have to tell the woman, I'm like, excuse me. I just want a phone with a slide-out keyboard and texting and calling capabilities. That's all I want in the whole wide world. I will not take your Apple smartphone. Give it to someone who wants it. I want a phone with a keyboard. And, like, it's clear that it's not getting through her head. She takes out, like, the Apple stuff, and she's like, but you can browse the web with this. I'm like, I don't care. I'll do that on my laptop. Just give me the phone, the slide-out keyboard. She's not comprehending this. Like, no matter what words I use to explain my predicament to her, it's not getting through. So eventually, I have to excuse myself from her presence so I can walk around the store on my own to find what I want.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when I do, I call her up and I'm like, hey, this is the thing that I was talking about. Can I have this for my upgrade? She's like, nope. If you do, that'll be $130. I'm like, okay. Why would I get a smartphone for free, but a simpler and more basic phone that almost no one but me wants is $139, whereas the smartphone would be free?
Yeah, it's because it's free for you because you don't have very much data, and they want to rope you into a bigger plan. They want you to get that unlimited plan.
No. Because we didn't upgrade the plan. We just got the phone.
Exactly. They want you to have that phone. They're like, oh man, I have this smartphone, and I don't have data. I need the data.
They clearly do not understand me.
Oh yeah, they don't. It's the breakfast lunch argument again.
What?
Breakfast lunch argument. I don't want lunch.
Oh, that's right.
I want breakfast.
Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry.
Yeah. Well, I'm really sorry too.
Again. But yeah. So, I don't know. I thought the whole thing was very frustrating. Like, it's just a tip, like if you're working in a service industry, to actually take a moment to listen to the person.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I work at McDonald's, so it's not like I'm just saying this as a customer. Like, I take time to listen to the person, even if they're being D-bags. Because the more you listen, the less angry they will be.
Exactamundo.
But anyway, it was super frustrating, because she was not paying attention.
I think that they're on commission, though. So she would get a kickback if you bought one of those fancy phones.
Well, I didn't buy anything.
Well, I mean, you should get a kickback if you would have got one of them fancy phones.
Yeah, that's true.
I used a bad word. I said buy. I meant got.
Well, no, because the only thing that I bought was a case for the phone.
I wonder if they get a kickback from that. Does anyone that works at AT&T tell us?
Inform us.
We gotta know.
And if you feel offended, well, then stop sucking. Because I'm actually kind of upset about this.
You really don't...
I was actually considering lodging a complaint.
You don't like that phone?
No, I don't like the phone, but I was more upset over the saleswoman.
Oh, well...
The complaint, yeah.
Let's move on from that and talk about the phone.
No, let's be angry.
Let's talk about the phone.
I want to be angry, John.
You can be angry at the phone.
Good.
So...
I will be.
So, I used to have a phone with a slide-out keyboard.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
I don't like you.
Well, I mean,
It's too late,
It was
John.
dumb. It was dumb. It wouldn't stream my music. I want music streaming. That's important to me.
Fine.
So upgrade my phone makes me stream the musics.
Well, see, for you that works.
Yeah.
Because you use your phone for more than calling or texting.
I use my phone for a lot of things.
And I don't. Which is why... Actually, do you have that phone?
Yeah, my phone.
Well, actually, never mind. It wouldn't
The
work
phone
out
with the
anyway.
slide-out keyboard?
No.
No, that phone's dead.
Yeah, I figured.
I wore that phone paintballing once,
Oh.
and it got direct hit right on the screen.
Direct hit.
The
Can't
screen
hold it anymore, Captain.
The screen cracked. It looked like, I don't know, the opening of Dexter.
Oh, wow. Wait. That doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't.
The phone
The
died.
opening of Dexter is just him eating breakfast.
Exactly. But there's a dead phone. I was
There's
thinking of a different movie. Opening of House is what I meant.
Opening of House is just diagnostics of the human body.
Yeah, you know how it looks how you see all the lines and it looks, that's what so it shows a picture of the human artery system, right?
Yes.
And then that's what the screen of this phone looked like. But I said Dexter because I used to watch House and Dexter at the same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think now we're on the same page.
I was like,
As
man.
confusing as that was.
I was like, man, what show was that I used to watch that had that opening? Oh,
that
Dexter.
Dexter
No.
made no sense at all because the opening of Dexter is Dexter cooking breakfast. And
I thought that was House. I thought House was the one.
House eats breakfast, but I don't think that's the opening.
That's not the opening, no.
Well, it's actually kind of weird. House, every episode of House, starts off with someone getting sick, and then the team stumbles through the wrong diagnosis, and then, Wilson says something, and then House instantly knows what's wrong with the patient.
Yeah, no, House feels silly. You know, there was a study done by doctors to find which TV doctor show is the most realistic. Do you know what show won?
Scrubs?
Scrubs.
Yeah!
Scrubs is the most realistic show. Every single, everything about the doctors that they do is 100% correct.
Nice.
It's really cool. Unlike House, where it's just like, oh man, he got bit by a mouse and he's gonna die. He needs more mouse bites.
He needs more.
Give him mouse bites, and then they inject him with mouse bites.
Release the rats.
So, but I mean, Scrubs apparently is the most realistic doctor show.
That is very surprising.
And it's also one of the best. By far the best.
Can confirm.
I mean, if you live in a part of the world where you don't have scrubs, I feel really sorry for you.
That means you're a scrub. Scrub.
I feel so sorry for you.
I don't. Scrub.
It's a good show. You know, the thing I think is really strange about Scrubs, I like watching Scrubs in a random order. Like when it's on TV, they used to jump from season to season. You'd watch a random episode, right?
Mm-hmm.
That felt really good, and I found it really funny. But as soon as I started watching Scrub episode by episode, season by season, like you're supposed to do on Netflix, that show has a storyline.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't as funny.
Oh.
I'm sure if I watched that episode randomly, I would be laughing really hard. But since I'm watching it for the storyline now, I'm just like, yeah, funny stuff's happening. Get back to the drama storyline that's happening.
Funny stuff. Okay, we got it.
We got your funny guys. Your funny guys. You wear a hairmet.
A hairmet?
A hairmet.
A hermit.
No, a hairmet. It's
of course.
It's a helmet that's slightly larger so your dude doesn't get messed up.
Ah.
A hairmet.
Of course.
It's a wonderful episode.
Yes. But, I don't know, there's a lot of weird TV shows out there.
Harvey Birdman.
I wouldn't call that weird necessarily. Well, okay.
Okay, hold on.
I guess it is.
Hold on.
I guess
Harvey Birdman is a weird show.
Well,
it's about a guy who's a superhero. Voice crack. Who's a superhero. He was a superhero in the 50s.
He still is, technically. He's still got his powers.
Yeah. No,
he
still has his magic sticker that makes him a superhero. You're right. So it's about a man who's part falcon.
Yep.
And has wings. He's a birdman. That's why it's called Harvey Birdman. Except for he's an attorney.
At law.
And he's really bad at being an attorney. And it's made by Hanna-Barbera? Hanna-Barbera?
Let's just call it Hanna.
Hanna-Barbera. the cartoon show.
Yeah.
And it's basically him and a whole bunch of Hanna-Barbera cartoon characters. And they cause ruckuses. It's pretty good. I liked it.
It is, but sometimes I hesitate to use the word weird because, like, I was raised in a household where, like, we couldn't say negative things about people, so we'd, like, alter the meaning of words to, like, make them negative. Like, whenever I describe something as interesting with a certain tone in my voice, that's usually bad. And, like, weird is the same thing. So when you called it weird, my mind immediately jumped to that means it's bad.
Oh,
when
no.
It wasn't.
Oh, no, that
and
show...
now that we're on the same page,
that show
we're good.
Is super not weird in a bad way. It's weird in a good way.
In the best possible way, of course.
It's super good. I like that show.
Yeah.
We gotta watch that. I like it. So I think that's a great spot to pause. Next time on the Battle Yawn podcast, we get stuck in a time loop.
Next time on the Battle Yawn podcast, we get stuck in a time loop.